This is a video produced by Santa Maria Oceanic Control Center to demonstrate its participation in the ICAO NAT VOLCEX program. Using the actual example of exercise VOLCEX1302, we will try to show the whole trajectory of planning, preparation, execution and assessment used in the completion of volcanic ash contingency training drills. Complementarily, we also show the specific training model and tools used at Santa Maria Oceanic Control Center to optimize that training. Hi, I am Álvaro Antunes from NAV Portugal, member of the VOLCEX steering group of ICAO EUR/NAT office.
Hello, I'm José Moral from NAV Portugal and leader of the exercise VOLCEX1302. The scenario source chosen for VOLCEX1302 was Furnas, a luxurious landscape of São Miguel, one of the Azores islands.
Down Deep Furnas Lagoon is one of the most dangerous, dormant but active, volcanoes of Azores archipelago.
The basic eruptive parameters chosen for this drill correspond to a strong subaquatic eruption during about 24 hours and producing an ash column going up to 10 kilometers high.
First phase of any contingency exercise is planning. The VOLCEX1302 planning meeting took place the 5th June 2013 at the Gresham Hotel of Dublin in Ireland.
That meeting confirmed Furnas volcano as the source of an eruption occurring about 9 AM UTC of the 22nd October and decided that the international drill will run the day after, the 23rd October, the ash cloud moving according to the actual winds of the day. Exercise will be led by Santa Maria Oceanic Air Control Center and co-led by VAC Toulouse.
The planning meeting also agreed the main goals and objectives intended for the exercise.
Exercise the current EUR/NAT volcanic ash contingency plans.
Test dissemination of special era reports on volcanic ash as per ICAO standards.
Provide NOTAM template harmonization and conformance.
Use real weather preferred ideal option or past real weather.
And exercise VAC Toulouse with VAC London as backup.
After recording the exercise general plan, participants return to their job locations where they will design all details necessary for the accomplishment of exercise goals. This is the preparation phase.
At Santa Maria Oceanic Air Control Center, a special team was created to support the VOLCEX1302 exercise leader on all preparation tasks. That team decided to perform a local exercise codename VOLCSMA1301, preceding the international one, VOLCEX1302. The main goal of local exercise would be to drill the initial procedures of contingency plan related with the eruptive occurrence, which was to happen one day before starting the international exercise.
Anyway, main focus should be leading tasks of exercise VOLCEX1302. Those tasks have to be condensed on exercise directives, a document aiming to provide guidance on the roles of all involved and made available at the VOLCEX steering group page of ICAO EUR/NAT website.
The exercise directives contained
participants list,
goals and objectives,
supporting documents,
scenario details,
communication instructions,
message examples,
and the role of different types of participants. At the 8th October, a meeting to plan VOLCSMA1301 was held at São Miguel in the facilities of the Volcano Observatory at the Azores University.
Participants to that local meeting and to VOLCSMA1301 were the Azorian Volcano Observatory, Santa Maria Oceanic Air Control Center, Portuguese Aviation Authority, Lisbon ACC, Lisbon NOTAM Office, Portuguese Met Watch Office, and airliners SATA Azores and SATA International.
Although not attending to planning meeting, also VAC Toulouse and NAV Portugal would participate at the exercise.
A very educative visit to the observatory's seismic and volcanic monitoring facilities was provided to the meeting participants.
Back again to Santa Maria, Exercises Task Force started specific local preparation. Briefing meetings were held joined with the operational staff involved on both exercises, shift managers, ATC supervisors and COM supervisors. Details of procedures, use of specific tools, scenario and goals of exercises, as well as the means allocated for its completion, were deeply reviewed at those briefings. Being everything and everyone prepared, it came the time to perform the action. Action!
First task of any contingency plan consists to aware the aeronautical community on the drill and its communication procedures so that the exercise actions may be clearly identified, not disturbing real traffic and normal operations.
The 17th October, an AIM Air Traffic Management Information message was issued by Aerocontrol. Santa Maria OACC also requested the issuance of two NOTAMs. One to inform about VOLCEX1301, issued at the 17th October, and the other to inform about VOLCEX1302, issued at 18 October.
Now, a potentially huge danger is posed to aviation. Mitigation process of that danger starts with a call from Volcano Observatory warning ACC about the occurrence of an eruption at Furnas volcano. Quick and efficient reaction is needed to grant safety of flights. The use of templates and electronic tools enables a better accuracy and a greater speed on the actions needed to be taken.
At this initial crisis phase, the most urgent measure is to grant the establishment of a protective area around the eruptive volcano. That area will take the format of a circle with a radius of 80 nautical miles and centered 40 nautical miles windbound ahead of the eruption source.
Once that area is determined and designed, it is electronically injected into the displays of control positions. At this time, main goal is to deviate all traffic from the surrounding area of eruption.
Meanwhile, Santa Maria requested a NOTAM issuance to keep all aeronautical community aware of the eruption and the protective restricted area associated to it.
All these actions shall be taken efficiently but also very fast. In this exercise, since the warning reception, Santa Maria took less than 3 minutes to have the protective area displayed on radar screen and about 7 minutes to launch the general warning to the aeronautical community.
Under this contingency environment, general awareness of specific danger, clear common use of airspace, harmonized actions and procedures, clean and fast communication chains are required. A national crisis coordination cell is activated, directed by the Portuguese Civil Aviation Authority.
At 10 UTC, the Azores Volcano Observatory issued an AST position chart to the control center. That information is essential to evaluate which aerodromes or radio-aid facilities might have been affected by ashfall.
At 10:20 UTC, ACC received the first information concerning atmospheric ash dispersal. This information is produced by Volcanic Ash Advisory Center in Toulouse, and it's based on in situ and satellite observation plus atmospheric dispersal mathematic models.
Areas resulting from VAC models are shown through message in the alphanumeric format VAA, graphic format VAG, and concentration levels graphic format AC charts. This message provides information on the observed and on the forecasted contamination for the next 6, 12 and 18 hours.
In possession of that global information, the national Met offices spot the given areas to split them for their own national or area jurisdiction, under the format of a VA SIGMET message.
The Area Control Center proceeds equally to confirm the conformance and requests the issuance of an AUTM to inform the aeronautical community about the regulatory use of contaminated airspace.
Notice that only a danger area was created, meaning that the decision of penetrating that area belongs to airliners accordingly to their own safety risk assessments approved by the national authority.
As this local exercise only intended to drill the initial eruptive phase contingency procedures, after the issuance of SIGMET and NOTAM originated by VAC Toulouse forecasts, it was decided to finish the exercise, and another SIGMET and NOTAM stating the end of the exercise and cancelling all previous exercise message was issued. Action!
The international exercise VOLCEX1302 was scheduled to start at 0730 UTC. However, half an hour sooner, exercise coordinators, shift manager and operational supervisors performed the physical preparation of exercise site in Santa Maria Oceanic Control Center Operations Room.
That included the opening of operational positions specifically allocated to the exercise and operating in fallback mode.
Fallback mode enables the exact mirror replication of real actual traffic situation without interfering with it.
Fallback exercise positions were: one for oceanic control, one for radar control, one for air-ground radio station, and another one for flight data processing.
Shift manager and communication and control supervisors worked the exercise tasks at their own positions in executive mode. One specific position for the National Coordination Crisis Cell was also created.
Shift manager designed the danger area resulting from SIGMET received in accordance with the last VA dispersal information issued by VAC Toulouse at 06 UTC.
The danger area was displayed into the fallback mode exercise position screens, and the message was produced to request the issuance of an AUTM to warn about the danger area.
Using all those functionalities, Santa Maria Control and Radio Station were able to drill the exercise in a perspective very close to what would have been a real scenario. Being so, some of the exercise goals could be tested much more effectively.
The exercise starts, the danger area design was already available at the exercise position screens, and all traffic penetrating that area was registered for ulterior SRA confirmation and for exercise assessment.
7 minutes later, the danger area NOTAM message was received. Notice that it stated that flights were allowed to penetrate the area according to their approved safety risk assessment.
At this stage of contingency situation, all measures and actions to be taken are mostly proactive and relates to giving the most appropriate information to pilots and to airline dispatchers concerning the evolution of potential danger.
At 08 UTC, an AIM was available at Eurocontrol NAV Portugal to provide information and instructions for an international teleconference.
At 0831, a new ash deposition chart was addressed by the Volcano Observatory to Santa Maria ACC in order to enable an eventual update of measures regarding airports and radio heads.
At 0850 UTC, Santa Maria registered for the international teleconference, which started 10 minutes later. On that teleconference, all international players of the exercise exchanged and updated information in order to grant the most coordinated and harmonized possible answer.
Meanwhile, all the exercise positions were managing traffic and communications accordingly to contingency plan procedures, and the National Coordination Crisis Cells met with Santa Maria Oceanic head managers to update the situation and discuss eventual complementary measures.
As pilots en route observations may reveal crucial to confirm or deny the VAC forecasts, Santa Maria receives AREP from different flights, transmitted in voice from pilots directly to Santa Maria radio station on HF frequencies or to Santa Maria radar on VHF, which were forwarded to the Met Office and Toulouse VAC so that they could decide if any correction or update to their projections would be needed.
Position north 42, east 015, flight level 320, time 1038, and the wind is 248, diagonal 64, temperature -48, turbulence calm, volcanic ash, cloud above flight level 320, visible south, exercise, 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 American 68, American 69er.
At 11 UTC, Santa Maria received Volcano Observatory notification informing that the eruptive activity has ceased since 10 hours UTC.
This is FAP 444,
Some AREP reported that no visible ash was observed. The most odd it might seem to report a non-occurrence. The fact is that it may prove to be also very important information to validate the consistency of VAC forecasts.
at 1126, no visible ash observed, exercise, exercise, exercise.
Level 310, and we see volcanic ashes clouds below us between level 290 and level 270, and the cloud is 2 miles wide and 10 miles long. In our report, area 6673.
At 12 UTC, it was received an update on VAC information, VAA and VAG messages, and AC charts.
Iberia 6463, during our climb, we found volcanic ashes from flight level 150 to flight level 260. The engine's exhaust temperature had an increase of 100 degrees Celsius during the crossing of the Azores, cutting back to normal slowly after reaching our cruising altitude. In order to get rid of the volcanic ashes, we increased our rate of climb to maximum.
AREP, reporting ash intrusion, gave detailed information on the consequent flight equipment affection. This type of information is also very important for the controller to assess if any supplementary aid is to be provided to the pilot. At 12:28, it was received a new SIGMAT updating the VA forecasted areas accordingly to 12 hours VAC information.
Control Supervisor confirmed conformance between SIGMAT and VAA and requested an NOTAM to replace previous danger area, updating it. Exercise position screen displays were also updated with that new danger area.
At 12:35, a new AIM was available at Eurocontrol NAV Portugal to provide information and instructions for the second international teleconference.
Air France 422 exercise, Volcex 1302 exercise, position 45 north, 3255 west, no visible ash observed, exercise, exercise, exercise.
368, exercise Volcanic 1302, exercise position 4456 north, 3635 west, altimeter 50, at time 124, no visible ash observed, exercise, exercise, exercise.
3510, exercise, Volcex 1302, exercise. Position 43 north, 40 west, flight level 40 at 1326, no visible ash observed, exercise, exercise.
Exercise.
At 13:30 started the second international teleconference in which participated the National Coordination Crisis Cell. After a general assessment of global situation and recognizing that all main objectives were already tested, it was agreed to cease the exercise around 14:30 UTC.
At 14:27, it was received an AIM from Eurocontrol DNM informing about the end of the exercise, which was followed by the issuance of respective NOTAM and SIGMAT messages terminating the drill and cancelling all previous exercise messages.
Exercising contingency procedures is a practical learning process, so no exercise is completed until all its data is properly assessed. Indeed, that assessment and the lessons learned are the ultimate goal of the process.
Exercise assessment is reported by each participant by filling the respective template available at the VOLCEX opinions document.
After finishing the production of final global exercise draft report, the exercise leader will make it available for all participants who will be present at the exercise debrief meeting.
The VOLCEX1302 debrief meeting was held at the Mercure Saltgate, an English town of Exeter, where the London VAC is located.
After being exposed and discussed debrief presentations from IATA, VAC Toulouse and Santa Maria OACC, the meeting discussed the exercise leader drafts of global exercise report and approved a common text for a final report version.
The VOLCEX1302 final report stated the following recommendations.
Include in exercise directives reporting instructions with clear deadlines.
Adopt standard NOTAM content to be compliant with Annex 2 definitions of restricted, dangerous and prohibited areas as per Santa Maria.
Airports should be represented at future exercises.
Small exercises as VOLCEX1302 should use NMOC tools like Evita and NOP.
Continue developing of harmonization SRA methodology approach.
Revise VOLCEX opinions in order to include on the exercise report templates a specific point where to show pertinent exercise data regarding potential impacts of this scenario on operations.
Finally, it was unanimously concluded that VOLCEX1302 was a very beneficial exercise to all involved.
Ash observed.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Exercise.